Guide. Setting boundaries in relationships for emotional health. Introduction. Setting boundaries is a crucial aspect of maintaining healthy relationships and protecting your emotional well-being. Boundaries define the limits of acceptable behavior and help establish mutual respect, trust, and understanding between individuals. In this guide, we'll explore what boundaries are, why they are important for emotional health, and provide practical strategies for setting and enforcing boundaries in relationships. Understanding boundaries. Boundaries are guidelines, rules, or limits that a person establishes to protect their physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Boundaries define how individuals expect to be treated and what behaviors are acceptable or unacceptable in their relationships. Healthy boundaries are flexible, clear, and communicated openly and assertively. Why boundaries are important for emotional health. Setting boundaries in relationships is essential for emotional health for several reasons. Self-respect. Boundaries demonstrate self-respect and self-worth by communicating to others how you expect to be treated. Protecting emotional well-being. Boundaries help protect against emotional harm by preventing others from crossing personal limits or engaging in hurtful behaviors. Maintaining autonomy. Boundaries allow individuals to maintain a sense of autonomy and independence within their relationships. Enhancing communication. Clear boundaries promote open and honest communication, fostering understanding and respect between individuals. Preventing resentment. Establishing boundaries early on can prevent resentment and conflict from building up in relationships over time. Strategies for setting boundaries in relationships. Reflect on your needs. Take time to reflect on your own needs, values, and limits. Consider what behaviors or actions are acceptable or unacceptable to you in your relationships. Communicate clearly. Communicate your boundaries clearly, directly, and assertively to others. Use I statements to express your feelings, needs, and expectations without blaming or accusing. Be specific. Be specific about your boundaries and provide concrete examples when communicating them to others. Avoid vague or ambiguous language that may lead to misunderstandings. Enforce consequences. Establish consequences for boundary violations and be prepared to enforce them if necessary. Consistently enforcing consequences reinforces the importance of your boundaries. Start small. Start with setting boundaries in less challenging areas of your relationships and gradually work your way up to more significant issues. Practice setting boundaries in low-stakes situations to build confidence. Seek support. Seek support from friends, family members, or a therapist if you struggle with setting or enforcing boundaries in your relationships. Talking to others can provide validation, perspective, and encouragement. Respect others' boundaries. Respect the boundaries of others in your relationships and avoid pressuring or manipulating them to violate their limits. Regularly reassess. Regularly reassess your boundaries as your relationships evolve and circumstances change. Adjust your boundaries as needed to reflect your current needs and values. Conclusion. Setting boundaries in relationships is essential for maintaining emotional health, fostering mutual respect, and protecting against emotional harm. By understanding what boundaries are, why they are important, and implementing practical strategies for setting and enforcing boundaries in your relationships, you can cultivate healthier, more fulfilling connections with others. Remember that setting boundaries is a skill that develops with practice, and it's okay to seek support and guidance along the way. Prioritize your emotional well-being and advocate for your needs in your relationships.